Welcome back to my channel, Megawalt B. We've been exploring the possibilities of possibly our generation to be the generation when the 7 years of Daniel's prophecy, the final 7 years of his prophecy to be fulfilled, maybe at the beginning of 2010 or 2011. According to these 70 years here, which are looking more interesting as the days go by. From 1948 to 2010, we have that 70 years. And also these other two red flags we've been talking about. So if this be the case, what would happen next? We have a diagram here on the board showing what's happened in the last 2,000 years as far as the church age is concerned, and what possibly will happen next. Most evangelicals believe the rapture of the church, which will begin the end of the church age according to Revelation chapter 3, where the church is not mentioned anymore until chapter 21 or so. But that could be an assumption. It doesn't necessarily spell out for us that the rapture is going to be at the beginning of the 7 years tribulation. At the end of it, at the coming of Christ, we know there's going to be a rapture because of the two witnesses in Revelation chapter 11, where they lay dead in the street of Jerusalem for 3.5 days. Then they came back to life and they were caught up in the air. So I'm going to erase this right here. We're not real sure about that. I'm going to erase church age too, because church age is not even mentioned in the Bible. Paul referred to it in Ephesians chapter 3 as the age of grace. That's the age we're living in now. So what's going to happen next? That's what we're left to wonder if the rapture of the church doesn't take place. But if it does, I'm happy about that. What would take place is the beginning through an announcement made or a decree made or a peace treaty, maybe September of this year, 2011, which is only a month away, could begin this 7 years, which would be the first 3.5, probably mild and concerned to what the last 3.5 are going to be like. What's going to take place next, if we're not looking at the rapture, is war, economic disaster, famine. Basically, we're talking about death and all the things that are mentioned in Revelation chapter 4 through chapter 19. This is what's going to catch so many people by surprise, which is the wrath to come. And at the end of that, whoever's left, they will see the appearing of the Son of God. So we don't need to be under illusions. We need to be studying the facts to be prepared for what might happen next, even this year, 2011, leading up to 2018.